This is the same analysis using the same package. Say there's a 10% chance of success, which is not an unreasonable chance of success. I mean, it's 90% of the time I'm going to fail. So if 1 in 10 times I'm going to be successful, 9 times out of 10 I'm going to have a dry hole, complete dry hole, which results in obviously a write-down of the well costs. If you look at the probability density function, you say, what on earth happened to that now? There's almost nothing there. Why are you showing me this? Well, what you see there is a great big bar centered over 0. Well, what does that represent? Remember, the area under that curve has got 100%. Because 90% is the chance of failure, 10% is the chance of success, almost all the area lies in the 0 number. So what's happened to my little, to my numbers in the previous one? Well, that probability density function I showed you on the previous one, is it's still in there, but it's just been squashed down because it's been normalized down to a total area of 100. It still exists, so it's still telling me, what's telling me is that obviously there's a 90% chance of nothing, or there's a 10% chance of the volume between 20 and 400. But what's the relative probability now? So if someone said to me, well, I think I might find 400 million barrels in this exploration well, well, actually you probably need a microscope to be able to read the probability of that occurring. You know? If you look at it and say, well, actually, there's a 10% chance could be between 20 and 400, well, that's a better way of quoting it. So when you're dealing with exploration volumes, you almost certainly need to give the range, but you need to give the range with the risk. Because I just gave you the little chart to the insert, that wouldn't tell you what the chance of finding that was, would it? Again, when you're using my lottery example, I could be a millionaire this weekend, couldn't I? I'm going to enter the lottery. My tickets were bought before I left. There's a great prize there, but I haven't bothered to tell you what the chance of success is, okay? In fact, the chance of success is almost 0, to be honest. That didn't stop me doing it. Well, I'll explain a little bit more about that later, why someone who knows economic theory might want to put money onto the lottery. The bottom chart is the cumulative exceedance curve. And it looks quite strange, but we use that, it's quite useful, because it shows me one thing. And the one thing it shows me is it shows me that the curve it goes down the 0 line until it reaches 90%, and then that's where you see the curve start. That shows me or indicates to me the chance of discovery. Okay, so if I'm looking at these charts, the way I interpret it, without the person telling me what the chance of success is, the analysis immediately tells me there's a 10% chance of success in this prospect.